Good evening, guys, from the city of Vidin. It is Thursday evening, and I will explain in a minute why I'm here. But before that, let me make you a quick room review of the hotel where I'm staying. This is a pretty standard double room. In fact, it can even be used as a triple one because there are 3 beds. We have air conditioning. Here is the view towards the street that we have. Let me see how the bathroom looks also. Here it is, also spacious, looking pretty good. And the price that I'm paying for this is €40 per night, which for a single person is a little bit on the expensive side, but considering that this can be used as a double or triple room, the price is in fact affordable. So why I'm here? I'm sleeping here for tonight, and tomorrow I will go to Romania for another episode of the Balkan series. I will share more details tomorrow regarding the destination, but now I will just tell that it is in Transylvania, this very interesting region of Romania. So let me find something to eat, guys. See you later. Good morning, guys, from the city of Vidin. It is around 8 a.m. and we are slowly getting up, and in a bit we will start the travel to Romania. Just to give you a bit of information about the location where we are going. The city is called Rimetea and it is in the region of Cluj-Napoca. I will give you more information about the village and why we are going there when we approach it. But for now, just to let you know that it is around 450 kilometers from Vidin, and the trip will take around maybe 6.5 to 7 hours, something like that. We will see. So that's about it for now, guys. See you later. Good afternoon, guys, from Rimetea in Romania. We just arrived. It is Friday afternoon, around 4:30 p.m. and after around 7.5 to 8 hours of travel, we are finally here. Let me show you how the place where I'm staying for 2 nights looks. This is the main house, and this is the house where I am staying. I will now also show you the room, and in a few minutes I will also share more details about the travel here and the objects that we will see tomorrow, and of course today in the evening. Here is how the upper floor looks. These all seems to be guest houses, rooms in a guest house. Let's see what we have here. Here is the main room. We have a big mirror, we have a TV, we have a big double bed, and here is also the bathroom. Everything looks very nice, very modern, very clean. So far so good. Let's see the view that we have. Also very good. Well, give me a few minutes to unpack my luggage, and after that I will give you more details about the travel. Just look at that view, guys. And in front of my room I also have a place where I can enjoy my beer and of course the beautiful view. The temperature here is around 36 degrees now, So it is not too comfortable to stay outside, but nevertheless, let me give you some more details about the village. Rimetea village is an old mining village. It is mainly inhabited by ethnic Hungarians, and before 1925, before the unification of Transylvania with the rest of Romania, after the First World War, it was known as Turoccu. This is the Hungarian name, and this place is famous for its houses. They are very interesting, and I will show you them later today and also tomorrow. There are also other places which are interesting in the region, but I will give you more details tomorrow when we get to them. So for now, guys, cheers, and I will get back to you later when the heat is a little bit more tolerable. Good evening, guys. It is around 6:30 and the heat is not so intense anymore. There are also some clouds. So I am going slowly to the center to find a place to eat, because today we were traveling most of the time and didn't have enough free time to sit in a restaurant and eat. So here are the outskirts of the Rimetea village. You can see even from here some of the iconic houses with which this village is known and is important. As you can see, these are very well maintained, very well preserved. And when I get to the center in a few minutes, you will also see more beautiful ones. The church is also visible in the distance. So guys, let me get to the center and in a few minutes I will be back. Here is the church from up close. This is the main road. There is a souvenir shop here. And also another church. These Transylvanian cities and villages are very interesting because they are different from the most of other parts of Romania. You can clearly see that this was part of Austria-Hungary some time ago. The architecture is different, and also most of the people here in the village are Hungarians, so it is clearly visible the different vibe. Let me show you a few more houses and interesting places in the center, and after that the main focus will go finding a good restaurant and have some good eat after so long travel. And tomorrow we will start the cultural program showing different places in the region, but I will share more information about this tomorrow. Generally, this is the place that is considered the village center. It is a bit touristy, but not too much. So let me find a good restaurant and I will also show you what is the menu here, what people eat, what they drink, and so on. I can only tell you for now that the people are very hospitable. When I entered my house, people were not speaking too much English. They were not speaking any English almost, but they were very hospitable. They gave me a welcome drink, so everything is okay. After all, we are all humans, we can always understand each other. if we have the will to do it. So this is the center. Let me find a good pub and after that I will come back. So this is what you get in Transylvania. As part of Austria-Hungary, you have great schnitzel, great beer, great food, everything is okay. So let me enjoy my dinner, guys, and I will come back to you later. I am also tasting the dark beer. We have a co-host here, but he is not into the beer too much. So this is a very good dark beer, dark lager, well balanced, not too sweet, not too strong. Just another good example of this brewery. And this one, I'm not exactly sure if you can call it a beer, because it is just 1.2% alcohol, but it is something like a radler, something like that. So, going forward. Good morning, guys, from the city of Campani. What you see here is a narrow gauge steam train, which is part of the tourist railway between Campani and Tobruk. Our goal here is to catch this train, but I'm not exactly sure if it is working, because it is now almost there are 20 minutes to 10 at which time it should depart, and I don't see anything happening here. But anyway, we will try to see if we can catch it and if it will work. Meanwhile, let me give you some more information about this railway. Now it is a tourist attraction, but it is part of a much bigger railway which was functioning between Turda and the end destination, which is Brut, and it was 94 kilometers long. It was functioning between 1912 and 1997, but now only this part of around 15 kilometers between Campania and Tobruk is working, and it is only for the tourists. Okay, let me figure out the situation with the tickets and see if it will work, and I will get back to you. You can see some more carriages here. And in the distance you can also see the old train station, which is now a hotel. Overall, the place doesn't seem to be operational, but let's see. This is the official name of the railway, Apusenilor. And here we have some information, but it is from 2022, so it is not too accurate anymore, maybe. Karpinish is the other name of a brute, so maybe this will not happen. This is another section which seems to be operational. Let's see. Here is how the ticket looks. It costs 50 lei. And we are starting. section of the train is only around 5 to 6 kilometers. As you can see, it is relatively slow going, right next to the road itself. This is the arrival towards the final destination. After that, the train will come back. Or maybe it's not the final, because we are continuing. So it was some kind of middle station. Now the railway is just going next to the river. You can see how narrow it is. This is the river. It is very, the railway itself, the road is very beautiful. We just reached the end of the usable railway, and as you can see, we are now just going backwards. This is the way that we will get back to the point where we started. So it took around 50 minutes for this direction, and another 50 minutes we will need to get back. On our way back, we stopped at a middle station where there are some food stalls, and here is what I got. This is called mici. It is some kind of maybe meatballs, and they also have some good Czech beer, so great place to lunch. So that's the end of the railway trip. It took around almost 2 hours. And now we will slowly go to our next target. And this is the Rimetea Monastery. Let's see it also from inside. It turns out that filming is not permitted here, so I will have just a few sneak videos here and there to show it to you. And this is the second monastery, which is very close to the previous one. By the way, the previous one was of the Holy Archangels, and it is a relatively recently built monastery. It was built in 1999. This one, I'm not exactly sure when it was built, but also looks recent and very similar as design to the previous one. So they are most probably connected somehow. You can see another very beautiful building. This is our next target, which is the Cultești, also known as the Trascau Fortress. It was built in 2041 after the Tatar invasion of the region to protect the villages of Cultești and Rimetea, which were heavily damaged before that by the Tatar invasions. And at later stage it was partially destroyed by a peasant uprising, and finally it was fully destroyed and abandoned around 1713 when the region became part of the Austria-Hungary. What you see here is what has left, and there are also some reconstruction works that are ongoing. Here is a closer view of the fortress with the valley below it. The region is really beautiful. It's a little bit hot, but after all it is normal for the beginning of July. This is as close as we can get because the main entrance is closed, most probably due to the reconstruction works that are ongoing and which you can see forward. But the remains of the fortress are impressive. You can only imagine how it looked when it was operational before all the destruction that was caused at later stage. But anyway, it is impressive. And with this beautiful view of the valley, I am signing out from here. Good morning, guys. It is a beautiful Sunday morning in the city of Aiud in Romania, and I will show you the last object that we are gonna see here during this series. This is the fortress of Aiud. You can see here the fortress wall. This fortress was built during the 14th century after the Mongol invasions of Europe to protect the region, and is now part of the city center itself. It is open, you can visit it freely, and I will show you also the inside in a bit. Overall, this is very typical for Transylvania region. The fortresses, the churches which are also kind of a fortress. This is very typical for this region, which makes it different from the rest of Romania. Here you can see how massive the wall is. It is also really well preserved. There is a watchtower inside. Okay, let me find the entrance, and after that I will show you also the inside. You can also see a very beautiful church. This is the entrance to the fortress. You can see how massive the walls are, how thick, and also the interesting way that they are built with these small bricks. There is a church inside, or at least I suppose that this is a church. It is really impressive how well these ancient structures are preserved. Obviously, a lot of efforts are going on for the conservation of these buildings so that they are in the shape that we see them today. Really good job by the local authorities. Just look how massive this tower is, how tall, and this was built during the medieval ages. You can only imagine how much time it took for it to be built. Generally, this is how this fortress looks from inside. It is a relatively small one. So that's about it, guys. I'm gonna slowly return back, and with this we should start our road back to Sofia, which will take maybe 11 to 12 hours. So thank you for joining, thank you for watching this another episode of the Balkan series, and I will get back to you next week from the seaside. Bye, guys. Well, guys, the video from Aiud was supposed to be the last one from this Romanian trip, but we are going through Hunedoara, and I want to show you the Corvin Castle here from outside. We won't have the time to get inside, but overall it is very interesting, so it deserves a quick stop. Let me get to it and I will show it to you. We are approaching the castle. Unfortunately, there are some restoration works which are ongoing, but nevertheless it is still a very beautiful place. So let me give you some information about it. This castle was built in 1446 by John Hunyadi, and after that it was extended in the next few centuries. Last major rehaul was done in the 17th century, and after that in 19th century it was severely damaged by fire and led to ruin for a few decades, after which it was restored in the way that you see it now. It is one of the most beautiful Gothic castles that you can see in the region, and not only in the region, in Europe itself. Let me try to get as close as possible without entering. Here is how it looks. This is a good field of view, As you can see, it is really impressive. Sorry about not being to enter, but we simply don't have the time because we have a lot to travel. So for a second time, bye guys, thank you for watching this Romanian clip from the Balkan series, and I will see you next week.